You ready to eat some tacos, bro? You ready to eat some tacos, bro?
It's Tuesday drink, more margaritas. I'm with Katrina, she loves Selena, she likes it hard. No soft tortillas, we playing FIFA in the cantina. The sauce is hot, I need Aquafina. Man, I love Taco Tuesday, yeah! To drink tonight. It's Taco Tuesday. We came to eat some fire Mexican food. And if you like to eat like me, you're gonna eat everything. Enchiladas, quesadillas, chips and salsa. We love fajitas, pescado, burrito, chorizo, and churros.
Top of the prime time throwback Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, y'all. It's your boy Pancho BG, just minus the Pancho, but I'll tell y'all about that in just a little bit. But we're tapping in here today for another edition of Taco Tuesday. So you know the deal. Where are all my little tacos at? I need y'all to throw that taco emoji up. Let's go. That's the official emoji of the show. If you tapping in for Taco Tuesday tonight, I need you to throw them emojis up. Let's go. Tacos, tacos, tacos. You like them hard or you like them soft? Let me know in the comments below. Where's my green badge? Is that I need that green badge behavior tonight. It is time to raise the taco, because you know if you in the gym, it's probably because you ate too many tacos. You know what I mean? How y'all doing here on this Tuesday evening? Boy, we got a full show to talk about. I got so much Cowboy stuff to talk about. You know, there was a conversation earlier on my live today about the run game, the lack of the run game. Well, I peeled some things back, then I looked at the run game, and you won't believe what I discovered. So we're going to talk about that, man. I got plenty of things to talk about tonight, but I need my green badges tapping in. Let's get some shout outs. Where them early risers at for them green badges? There he goes right there. September Top Stars Prize winner of the month. He got him some CEV shades, baby. I see you out there, Park Ranger, tapping in. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Get them reps in. What's up, Nicole? I see you tapping in too over there with the taco emojis. That's what I'm talking about. I see you, Sylvia. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nicole says, good evening. Taco has been raised. That's what I'm talking about. Raise the taco. Let's go. Green badges. Y'all know Facebook not only playing with my taco, but they playing with my algo. You know, my algorithm on the Taco Tuesday. So I need you to like and share this video if you're enjoying the content. We're going to talk about some Cowboys, specifically the run game. We got Steel City up this week. So get your Pittsburgh questions ready. I've got some things I want to peel back tonight with y'all. And as always, you know, stars are available. So if you can't raise the taco today, you got to raise the stars today. You got to raise the star bar today, baby. So I'll just give you a quick peek. What is Top Stars prize for the month of October? Well, October is pretty special for one particular player that I like to call the GOAT. Not Tom Brady. Tom Brady is not my GOAT. No. I'm talking about Emmett. That's right. We got an Emmett custom autographed jersey up for Top Stars this month, in the month of October. So if you're paying attention, you'll know why we got Emmett up this month. But I've got some organic things working around the clock for me here too today. So special shout out to River City Dallas Cowboys fan club. As you see, I got the t-shirt on. That's minus the poncho today. We're going to talk a little bit about the River City Dallas Cowboys fan club. Shout out to Shamika Dallas Diva out there. I see you. Appreciate that. And if you drink a little bit with the Cowboys, you're going to want to tune in, because not only did she send me a t-shirt today, she sent me a bottle of Crown. I know y'all seen that photo go up with the bottle of Crown. Everybody was in the comments talking about, how do I get that bottle? Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit on how you can potentially win that bottle. It's going to go away to one lucky person here on Built Different Group this month. So you're going to have to pay attention in October as we tap in on a Taco Tuesday. That's right, baby. Sarah says she prefer a hard shell, but I'll eat both. I'm with you, but I prefer a hard taco. You know, I like it hard. No soft tortillas. What up, Tomas, the Charger fan, tapping in? I see you, baby. Says, not green still, but eventually, but light and share. Thank you. Appreciate that. Now you still in the gym with us, baby. You good. You good. Gym rat of the month right there. We see you tapping in. What's up, Top in the building? I see you on Taco Tuesday. But yeah, we're going to talk about some things, man. We're going to talk about some things. You know, I got the NFC East penalty report to publish. I haven't shared that here today. I'm going to start sharing that on Taco Tuesday. That'll be exclusive content for Taco Tuesday. So if you're following the lack of discipline with the Dallas Cowboys, you know, that make you drink or smoke something. I told y'all you either have to drink or smoke something, especially on a Taco Tuesday. Watch you washing them tacos down with. So if you're tapping in for the first time, give me a comment. Throw up them taco emojis. Let's give you a shout out. We're going to get into this Cowboys content. I got a lot of stuff to talk about today. Yeah, definitely. A lot of stuff to talk about today. So y'all tap in and get comfortable. I know there's some other things on TV right now that's on prime time you might want to watch. That's cool. I understand people got jobs and people got lives and not everybody can stop, drop, and roll when your boy's streaming live. I get it. But if you can't tap in the gym when we're in the prescribed gym time, like, you know, normally I put up, especially for a Taco Tuesday, we're on prime time, the supreme prime time taco tonight. So we'll talk a little bit about, how many of y'all remember Taco Charger? We're going to kick it off here and get into this Cowboys content. I see you tapping in. What up, Patrick? He said he got that bottle. I know some of my Cowboy cousins ran into the liquor store, bought up all the bottles from the liquor stores out there as soon as they became available. So shout out to everybody on YouTube. Shout out to everybody on LinkedIn. We want to make sure we show those folks some love too. Shout out to all of the professionals over there on the network. You know, we featured Dallas Diva, the president of River City Fan Club, that's out there in Richmond, Virginia. So shout out to all of our Cowboy fans on the East Coast if you're tapping in. Shout out to all of the professionals out there on the East Coast. And if you're a Cowboy fan, you want to learn how to connect with them, they got a watch party going on this weekend. You know, via the Inside channel, we've been sharing that information over there. So make sure y'all tap in on that. But man, we had a conversation earlier today about the run game. You know, I was trying to tell y'all about why Dalvin Cook is not the answer. Y'all remember that? Anybody catching up with the conversation that we had earlier today? A lot of folks are saying, man, we ain't got no run game. We ain't got no run game. We ain't got no run game. Well, you're right. We definitely ain't got no run game. But I don't think Dalvin Cook is the answer. And I'll get to that here as we get through this content today, because when you peel it back a little bit further, ooh, it's ugly. You know what they say when you peel that old onion back, you start crying, right? That, you know, that old onion smell gets out and starts getting in your eye, right? Just messes up your eyes, make you water. Where are my folks out there that make tacos out there that could, you know, cut the onions up by hand? Not with them little choppers, you know, you buy on TV late at night. You put the onion in there and do all of that. That's cheap. I'm talking about the real folks that use the knives on the cutting boards. You know, when you peel that onion back, it starts to make your eyes water. You know what I mean? You got to deal with it quick. So we're going to talk about peeling the onion back here, especially when it comes to no two-way taco crunch. You know, we got no two-way crunch going on either side of the ball. We're going to get into that. And like I said, we got the NFC East penalty report coming up too as well. I'm trying to get through my notes here. I want to make sure y'all understand. Look, we're in the gym early, baby. 10 minutes early. I told you on time. One thing y'all gonna know about me, man, I'm gonna be in the gym early. I'm always ready to go. If you always ready, you ain't gotta get ready. You know what I mean? So get ready and throw them taco emojis up there as we get into this Cowboys content here today. I appreciate y'all joining. Yeah, no two-way crunch, no injury pass. Yeah, we're gonna just say no injury pass. I know, ask an Eagles fan, do injuries matter, especially after their top two receivers out and they caught an L this week? And you say, well, what does that got to do with the Cowboys, BG? Well, if you're paying attention, you know what I mean? You won't have to get ready. You will be ready. So make sure you turn on the notifications. Make sure you give me a shout out. Throw them taco emojis up there. Let's get into the content, baby. What is going on week 5 in Steel City, y'all? I mean, a lot of folks are saying that we're not going to be able to put up no points on this defense. You know, the media is already coming out, creating their narratives. You know what I mean? Oh, TJ Watt, you know what I mean? Do y'all really realize the significance of today, especially with Taco Charlton being in the show, and this week we face the Pittsburgh Steelers? Does anybody know the connection between TJ Watt and the Taco Charlton. If I got any of my experts tapping in, I'm going to need you to tap in today because we getting into the weeds with your boy. What up, Tay? I see you tapping in. Appreciate that. What up, Noah? I see y'all, man. Y'all make sure y'all use them taco emojis, baby. Let's go like and share this video. Throw them taco emojis up. But yeah, as we talk about Taco Charlton and TJ Watt, we got the Steelers on this week, man. Look, our defense has been shredded. Yeah, that's another thing we're going to talk about. We some shredded cheese on defense. The worst run defense. Well, I'll take that back. I think Philadelphia is the worst run defense in the league, if I'm not mistaken. But y'all will let me know. I know y'all are the experts out there. Let me know. But I think the Cowboys, or maybe last week, we were the worst in stopping the run. Why are we not stopping the run? Well, it was real interesting, especially with Marcus Lawrence, who's going to be out 4 to 8 weeks now. He's been placed on injured reserve, right, with this Lisfranc injury. It's terrible, terrible, terrible. I think terrible for Tank, man. He's going to go ahead to retire, baby. He's trying to hang them cleats up, big dog. You know what I mean? That's a long break. I don't know if the Cowboys are technically stashing my guy. Shout out to Stash, man. But are they stashing the Tank? I don't think so. But then Micah Parsons, too, with his high ankle sprain, right? Potentially out until after the bye week. Looking more like Dak Prescott, and this air attack is going to have to do some damage in Steel City this week, is it not? Because I'll tell you why we have no run game, y'all. If you take a look at this two-way no crunch with the Dallas Cowboys, first off, let's just start on the defensive side of the ball. Can we do that? Y'all know I like to go to StatMemes. Yeah, StatMemes, StatMuse.com. You know what I mean? All the numbers over there. As I pull this up here, I had the wrong screen. Let me pull this up right quick. I want to make a point here as we take a look at the Dallas Cowboys defense. Especially when it comes to sacks, right? You know what I mean? We had Micah Parsons, you know, minus the injury now. Micah Parsons was talking about going to the Olympics in 2028, had big aspirations coming in as, you know, possibly the defensive player of the year, right? You know what I mean? We're on high alert. Meanwhile, TJ Watt is still over there performing 7 years later after we took a Taco Charlton before a TJ Watt. Y'all remember that? Yeah, we're going to get to that. Come on now. Yeah, when it comes to this defense and it comes to stopping the run, I mean, we're not getting no push up front. I'm having a little technical difficulties on StatMemes over there right quick. I'll get to it here just a second. But yeah, why are we not able to stop the run? Dallas Cowboys' worst run defense in the league right now, y'all. I mean, for one, we're not tackling. I mean, we have folks out there missing tackles left and right. That's not going to take away all that yardage that we got ran down our throats against the Saints at home. Against Baltimore at home. You know, I told you I left the Saints game at halftime, 35 points scored on us in the halftime. It was like every time they touched the ball, they were scoring. I'm like, we're not getting no push on this defense. I mean, that's why teams are able to beat the Dallas Cowboys. All you got to do is run the ball, right? And here we are coming up Steel City week 5. And guess who likes to run the ball? Not Russell Wilson. You know, Russell used to run the ball, right? But that new guy they got over there, Mr. Wheels, Justin Fields, y'all familiar with him? He scored 3 touchdowns on the ground so far. But it's got to do with getting no crunch up front, man. We ain't getting no crunch up front with these Dallas Cowboys, especially on this front 7. Now, a lot of folks out here running around saying DeMarvion Overshown is the best player on this squad. I have no argument with that, especially from a defensive standpoint. A, we know he knows how to tackle. B, he's pretty good at it. And C, he really gets to a place where he stops the play from becoming a play and gets to the tackle, right? So if you agree with that, do me a favor, just like this video, baby. Come on now. We're talking about this Dallas Cowboys defense. We're going to get to this. Why the Cowboys got no run game, but I'm trying to set the table here for y'all on this two-way no crunch. We ain't got no crunch up front. All that beef we got, pause. All that beef we got up front with the Dallas Cowboys that Mike went and got, right? We're not getting no We're not getting no push, with the exception of Mozzie Smith, which he had a great game last game. I'm looking at you, Mozzie. Can you stack that? Because we're going to need that this week, Mozzie. We're going to need that high efficiency that you had last week, this week, especially now. We know the Giants and the Steelers are two different teams. But, Mozzie, if you can repeat that, baby, we're going to start building a little something over here. Johnny says, what has happened to our defense? We're not the third or maybe even the second best defense in the league. Oh, we're going to get to that. It's because we're not getting no crunch up front. For everybody that loves crunchy tacos here, you know exactly what I mean. We ain't getting no crunch of that beef up front, baby. None whatsoever. It's like soft tacos, man. You know, you got Acho out here on Sam Acho on speak over here with a whole bag of Charmin toilet paper talking about the Dallas Cowboys defense is soft. And I'm going to get off the defense here for a second because, you know, we can't say, oh, well, Michael Parsons is gone, Tank is gone. Look, that don't matter. We get no injury passes. The Philadelphia Eagles have gotten no injury passes. The San Francisco 49ers have gotten no injury passes. We have seen the injury opponent rearing its head often and early this season, has it not? I've told y'all there's always 4 opponents every team faces, and the injury opponent is one of them. But let's talk about one of the other ones, right? You know, the NFC East penalty report. Yeah, you know, shout out to the Commanders, baby, because I know the Commanders are big happy about right now. You know, it feels good to be a Commander fan, right? So y'all know I'm tracking penalties over here, right? Because one of the 4 opponents that every team faces each week, you got that disciplined opponent. Now, you'll never hear me say, oh, the referees caused us to lose the game. No, how do you beat the referees? Through discipline. How do you show discipline on the field when it's time to play on game day? You don't get flagged. A lot of folks saying, well, we need the run game. We need the run game, man. I ain't even got on this offensive line yet. We ain't getting no two-way crunch on this offensive line yet. We ain't getting no push on either side. Getting no push on either side of the ball. Lee Harrison says, when Bland coming back? Not soon enough. Not soon enough. That's a great question. You know, we'll look into that. I'm not exactly sure when Bland is scheduled to come back, but I know Trayvon Diggs is back, but he's missed big tackles. And I understand he's out here tweeting on social media that he's one of them ones that still follows, you know, the big dog on the other side around every game. That's cool, dog. Just make the tackle. You know what I mean? Marcus says, I believe our problem is Kendricks. He is not making plays. They're running right at him. You're talking about this linebacker squad, right? Yeah, you're talking about this front 7. I think Demo is really the only one on this squad that knows how to tackle or play with any kind of sense of urgency. I'm thinking maybe Demo, big Demo, is going to start leading this defense because now without Tank, the veteran, without Micah, the veteran, especially on the defensive side of the ball, some folks are going to have to step up, a.k.a. Marshawn Nealon. If y'all enjoying the content, as always, you know, there is a top prize up for this month. We got Emmett that's going to be hanging around with us. So make sure if you're enjoying the content, if you cannot raise the taco today, I need my green badges. If you're tapping in for the first time, I need you to get on that green badge behavior and raise the taco. Because if we're in the gym today, we're either talking about tacos or we're in the gym because we're trying to lose weight from eating too many tacos. But either way, I need you to raise the taco here today as we talk about what are the Dallas Cowboys' concerns going into week 5 in Steel City. Really, the bottom line is both offense and the defensive line. Defense is terrible. We can't stop the run. Offense is not getting any push. Therefore, there's no run game. We're playing behind the sticks normally because we get busted in the mouth. You know, Cowboys love to get busted in the mouth in the first quarter, and they don't fight back to the second half. So they got a little attitude problem. But I know for one thing, if we go up to Pittsburgh and Steel City and get busted in the mouth, especially TJ Watt, as we talk about this offensive line, right? I'm just kind of all over the place. Right, let's get to the, we'll get to this penalty report in a minute. Let's take a look at something else right quick. You know, Dak Prescott last season was the 7th most sacked quarterback in the league. You remember how many times Dak got sacked last year? go ahead and bring up stat news now since I got my shit together over here. Appreciate y'all being patient with me. You know what I mean? Sometimes you be having some difficulties in the lab, but it's okay. Just stay in the gym, baby. You got to work through them problems. You know what I mean? You got to stay in the gym as we pull up stat news here. You know, one thing the Dallas Cowboys is not getting, especially on the defensive side of the ball, and this has got to do with DeMarvion Overshown. You know, after Cleveland, we basically have been gone missing on the sack column. But I got stat news up here. We're looking at all of the stats or all of the sacks here. The Minnesota Vikings currently have the most sacks by any team after 4 weeks, 17 sacks. That's 4+ sacks a game, y'all. That defense is bananas, man. If you got Minnesota's defense in fantasy football, man, you cleaning up. I haven't seen Minnesota's defense yet in this week's or any of my leagues, I don't think. But you want to know where the Dallas Cowboys are at? Anybody want to take a blind stab? A shout out to all them Halloween folks. You know, Michael Myers. We are in October. We're going to talk about Dak Prescott's stats in October, why those matter. Look, I understand what his record is in playoffs, man, but we're in regular season. We're going into week 5. Look, y'all be moving the goalposts way too much. Let's talk about the playoffs when we get into the playoffs. Right now, we're in the regular season. We're going to week 5 against the Steelers. Let's talk about Dak Prescott's stats in October. So we'll pull those up too as well. But if you take a look, the Dallas Cowboys are all the way at the bottom, y'all. The Dallas Cowboys are second to last in sacks. We are tied with 8 sacks with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other teams. The Dallas Cowboys have had 8 total sacks this season. That's our problem right there. We can't stop the run, and we ain't getting no sacks. We ain't getting no two-way crunch. Now, that's on the defensive side of the ball. Now, I'm going to get back on this offense here right now. When you take a look at those sacks, right? That's going on this season. Woo-wee. Look at Deshaun Watson is the most sacked quarterback in the league right now. I told you Dak Prescott was the 7th most sacked quarterback last season with 39, I believe. 32 or 39, I can't remember. I can just look it up here. But we're talking about this season. But Dak Prescott was sacked the 7th most quarterback sacked last year, y'all. Right now, the Dallas Cowboys are allowing Dak Prescott to get sacked 3 times a game. Why is that? If you go down here, you take a look at Dak Prescott's stats here on his sacks. He's been sacked 10 times in 4 games. That's over 2 times a game. That's 3 times a game. This offensive line is getting flagged, and we're getting ready to get to the flags here because no discipline on either side of the ball. This is where it starts, y'all. The taco starts in the trenches, y'all. The tacos start in the trenches. You know, when you fold the taco, that's why in the trench where the meat goes right there in the middle. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? When you make your taco, you got your crunchy shell or your hard shell. You know what I mean? The meat's right in the middle. That's two-way crunch. We ain't getting no two-way crunch on the offensive side of the ball because we're allowing Dak Prescott to get sacked 3 times a game. No wonder we ain't got no damn running game because the offensive line ain't fucking blocking. Meanwhile, they're getting penalties. So with that being said, let's just take a look at the penalties because I know I've been on the defense enough. Here's your NFC East penalty report for week 4. The Dallas Cowboys simply have no discipline and are averaging 8 penalties per game. 32 overall. Look at that. Eagles second, 28. Giants, 21. And look at that. Washington Commanders with Dan Quinn, our old DC buddy, right? And the Commanders are in a 3-1 lead in the division, looking like the darling of the NFC East right now. That's where discipline will get you. So when you talk about there's no run, there's no offensive push, we ain't got no run game, bring Dalvin Cook off the practice squad for what? So he can get injured? Because Dak is only 1 sack away from getting injured if he's getting sacked 3 times. If Dak is getting put on his back 3 times a game, tell me that this offensive line is doing their job. Am I missing something here? Y'all tap in the comments and let me know. Let's talk about it now that we got through the major part of the content. I appreciate your patience. Tap in with them taco emojis. If you're tapping in for the first time, we in the gym on prime time, taco time tonight. So let's go raise the taco and leave me them taco emojis down there. Shout out to River City's Dallas Cowboys fan club. This show is brought to you today by Dallas Diva, longtime Green Bay supporter, president of River City Dallas Cowboys fan club. In Richmond, Virginia, started her fan club. Her favorite Dallas Cowboy of all time is Emmitt Smith. Oh, yeah, we got Emmitt already sent her the picture of Emmitt. I told you, look what we got up this month. Yeah, she started her club on February You get it to February 22, 2022. Man, I'm telling you, she is all about deuces. And when she started her fan club, that's when she began her fan club a couple of years ago. And so now, shout out to JS Sport. This is good quality merchandise right here by JS Sport. They're her official sponsor for her club out there at River City. So if you're on the East Coast, especially in the Richmond, Virginia area, I need you to tap in. If you're looking for somewhere to watch the game tonight, you can tap in, or watch the game not tonight, but this Sunday night. We're on prime time. Y'all know we're on a back-to-back prime time. So you look at that when you say, what's the supreme prime time Taco Tuesday mean? Well, you got Thursday night football, you got Sunday night football, and you got the Dallas Cowboys in the middle. That's a supreme prime time taco, baby. 2 prime time games back-to-back. You know, folks are always mad about the Cowboys being on prime time. Well, guess what? The league knows we know how to draw an audience, because if you either hate us or you love us, you're going to tune in to a Cowboy game. My guy Marquis says we will begin to run the ball shortly because Dak is going, keep cleaning up. They'll have to move out of the box, and Zeke and the crew will eat. I mean, it's obvious that we can score points against this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. They are not aliens over there, so with the exception of TJ Watt. Did y'all put the connection together with TJ Watt and Taco Charlton here today? Did anybody put that together? Y'all see what I'm doing, man? I'm like Heisenberg up in here, baby. Your boy cooking in the lab. Told you, if you always ready, you ain't got to get ready. Tanya from Arkansas tapping in says, offensive line is not holding the line. No way they should be able to get to Dak ever. Yeah, this guy is the $240 million quarterback, the $60 million man year. $60 million man a year, right? But we letting him get sacked 3 times. And we want to bring Dalvin Cook up off the practice squad. That's the answer. No, the answer is in the trenches. This offensive line has got to get their shit together. They, first of all, have got to stop getting penalized. Tyler Guyton, our guy, 2 penalties last game, 2 holding calls last game against New York, right? Didn't fare too well. One of those sacks that Dak got down on his back was from our guy, Tyler Guyton. Got beat off the line of scrimmage. He's too slow on his feet, right? We've been praising his feet. But we can't allow Dak Prescott to get sacked 3 times. And if Dak is laying down 3 times, that means the running game, we got no running game. Because we can't even get Dak up long enough to sit back there to do what he's got to do. But yet, we're looking at Dak Prescott this week because why? We got taco. We got bad tacos, baby. They're out of the game. We're talking about, DeMarcus Lawrence or DeMarcus Lawrence here. We're talking about Micah Parsons being out of the lineup. Man, this is time for Marshawn Kneeland to step up. We just signed this guy, KJ Henry, who was on the Bengals practice squad, not the Commanders. I know we shared that here earlier today. Let me just pull that up for y'all right quick. In case you're just tapping in and you did not know, we signed a guy named Henry, but it wasn't King Henry. I know everybody wanted to be King Henry get signed, right? Nah, it was RJ Henry right here. As you see, Dallas Cowboys squad. Y'all know nobody really knew about Dallas Cowboys squad until BDG started sharing stuff from Dallas Cowboys squad a few years ago. Shout out to my guy over there, Dallas Cowboys squad. Said the Cowboys are signing defensive end, right? Because we lost 2 of our defensive end. KJ Henry, not King Henry, but KJ Henry off of the Bengals practice squad, right? He did play with the Commanders last year, right? He had 1.5 sacks. Whoop-de-doo, right? Whoop-de-doo, Jones all in, right? Whoop-de-fucking-doo. Well, y'all know that they like to shop at the bargain bin. Why you mad? But even Micah is saying now, and folks are mad because Micah's on a podcast. I mean, what else he going to do while he out of the game for 4 weeks? He's going to be on the podcast, man. If you're going to be mad about him being on the podcast, you're going to be mad for a long time. But he's out there talking about this is the opportunity for guys like a Marshawn Kneeland to step up. He said he had been grooming Marshawn. They said Marshawn is ahead of his time. I like some of the play I've seen out of Marshawn Kneeland. So is he the answer to all of our defensive woes? Is one guy going to be able to stop the run? No. But when you really remove Micah and you remove Tank and you look at the fact that the Cowboys only have 8 sacks in 4 games. Now, I think 6 of those came against Cleveland, right? It was New Sack City over there. Yeah, it was all good and laughing jokes then, right? But now we're not getting any sacks. Micah's getting a ton of pressure. Yeah, I understand he's an effective player, but the sacks are where the measurement is on the defensive side of the ball, especially if we're going to get that get their offense off the field. Like if we're allowing folks to not punt, I think we made New York only punt once, and it's the New York freaking Giants. Like, look, Cowboy fans, things could be worse, man. You could wake up every day saying Daniel Jones is your dude. It's just Dak Prescott. I would take Dak Prescott over Daniel Jones all day. But yeah, the defense didn't, only held the Giants to 1 punt. Like, that's ridiculous. We're not getting no pressure. I think Marshawn Nealon had the 1 sack. Did he not? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. But if you're tapping in for the first time, you know the deal. Tap in with them taco emojis. I see you, Patrick, tapping in. Star Status, Arizona in the building. Appreciate that. Give me a share on your timeline. What up, top? I see you, Nicole, with the emojis. There we go. Patrick says that's why Jerry doesn't have to as long as he controls the media. Says that's why Jerry doesn't have to as long as he controls the media outlets. Well, I wouldn't say he necessarily controls the media outlets. He just controls the Cowboys narrative. Like, I find it highly odd that Dalvin Cook tweeted a praying hands with a star emoji. And then we hear our owner come out and say they're not going to elevate Dalvin Cook from the practice squad. Are y'all picking up what I put down? But anyway, on to some other news. Let's break up the content just a little bit. Check out my picks from this last week. Boy, your boy won one of his leagues. I would have won my own league if I'd have took my own advice. Yeah, 13-3, baby. You see your haters. Even me, we talking about how your picks for the Cowboys look. 2-2, BG. How them picks look this week, baby. So if you in my group and you talking all that shit about my picks, come over there and get in the weekly picks and see how you measure out. 13-3, baby. I'm about 55% on my picks this season. So shout out to everybody playing along. We had Miss Baltimore win this week. So shout out to everybody in OAT playing in the picks. Jump over in OAT right now. It's a private group. If you're in there, you can check it out. It's already been posted on the featured area there. But yeah, I'm happy about those picks. But getting back to our quarterback, why is it going to be upon Dak Prescott to get us over Steel City? Well, you take a look at Dak Prescott's numbers there. Now I know I can hear haters typing on their keyboard right now. But what about your playoffs? Dak Prescott has a passer rating of 103.1 with 6,580 yards, 48 touchdowns, and 19 picks in 29 games in the month of October. Look, man, if any guy is going to get us past Pittsburgh this week, it's going to be Dak Prescott. And I like my odds, especially with the way Dak performs in October. Now, we're not talking about November. We're not talking about December. We're not talking about January. We're not talking about February. Slow down, turbos. I can hear y'all typing in my comments now. We are in October. Disclaimer, Cowboy fans focus on the wrong shit too much. Patrick says, why are we surprised? I mean, seriously, we are surprised we haven't made any significant free agency moves. Is that what it is? Or is it coaching? Is it culture? We got a lot of talent on this team, y'all, minus what we didn't go get in the offseason. Now, granted, we've taken injuries, but we get a no injury pass just like everybody else. I told you every team faces 4 opponents each week, and the injury opponent got us last week on 2 of the defensive ends. This could be a blessing in disguise. We're going to see folks like Marshawn Nealon step up. We're going to see folks like Carl Lawson get up in the mix, right? We're going to see what this guy, KJ Henry, not King Henry, is all about. And if y'all are still mad about the Dallas Cowboys not signing King Henry, y'all just need to get off of that, man. Y'all are wasting your time with that. That's like a dead argument. Marquis says, no pressure at all. We have too much talent. We need to relax and play ball. It's like they're overplaying or something. Yeah, coaching and culture. I understand the argument, but you got to understand, if you know your owner, you can't really be mad about the Cowboys not going and getting nobody. We knew they didn't call King Henry, but folks are still mad that we didn't go get King Henry. See how y'all hanging on to that fucking trauma? I told you, Cowboy fans, y'all focus on the wrong bullshit. Yeah, you do. I'm starting to think maybe, some of y'all's lives off the internet is the problem of why y'all bring that shit to our fan base, especially on social media. You got to pay attention. Jerry knows the difference between bastards and sons. We've talked about that here before. Shout out to my guy, Boss Cowboy Sports. Dallas Cowboys, bastards and sons. Anybody know what I'm talking about when I say that? Let's see who's paying attention in the gym here today, baby. But yeah, I'm not surprised at all. The Cleveland game really fooled us. It fooled me. I was thinking, shit, we might be on to something here. 6 sacks. Yeah, I get it's Cleveland. I get it's the first game. I get September is really like an extension of preseason, is it not? We don't see some teams start playing their best football till October, November, sometimes December. Do teams really start to click? But we're going into week 5, and to some Cowboy fans, the sky is falling. Well, the sky is not falling, even though we've lost our 2 best defensive ends in Tank Lawrence and Micah Parsons. We got rookies and folks that are going to step up. Dallas Cowboys going to have to find a way. And meanwhile, this guy right here with all the stats in October, he going to have to do his fucking job. He got $240 million and $60 million per year. You are the $60 million per man year. You got to go out in the month of October and perform. We know the defense is whatever the defense can give us, and Steel City is what the defense can give us. But if you look at what Joe Flacco and the Colts did to the Steelers last week, that should give us a little bit of hope, especially when you look at Dak Prescott's regular season stats in October. I know I know some haters. Man, we can't talk about Dak's player. Everybody commented as soon as I put that up on the page today. Everybody was commenting, well, what about Dak's playoff record? Man, look, y'all focus on the wrong shit. Exactly, Patrick. Let the King Henry stuff go, man. My guy Freddie says, BDG, you beat me this past weekend in our fantasy football league. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? But my guy Gregory Harrison over there beat me out by like less than a point this week in one of my all-important leagues. So shout out to my guy Greg over there. I know he's been on vacation out there with the missus. He ain't a Cowboy fan. I can't remember if he's a Niners fan or if he's a Raiders fan. I don't know. He switches his teams up a lot. But me and him served together in the Navy. But shout out, my guy Greg, he knocked me out today by less than a point. But thanks, Freddie. I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody in the Top Fan League. Shout out to everybody in the Get the Bag League with BDG. And shout out to my Money League over there. Yeah, you know what I mean? We talk money, baby. So if you want to get in that money, you want to show your picks, you got some football acumen. I see you talking shit in my comments, Cowboy fans. Get over there and put up your sheets. Like, put up your picks and put your money where your mouth is. I do every week. I just ain't talking about it on here on Taco Tuesday. But yeah, we already talked about the NFC East penalty report. We already talked about October stats with Dak. We talked about both sides of this offensive line, this defensive line. We ain't getting no crunch on either side, y'all. Either side. But if you're planning to go to Pittsburgh for the game, where are all my folks at going to the game? Anybody going to the game out there is tapping in right now? Let me know. Tag somebody you know going to Steel City for the game. Because if you want to get your taco on, you know how I do here Taco Tuesday. You know I'm going to take care of y'all. I'm going to place this Yelp link in the comments. These are the best taco joints right around Acrisure Stadium. You know, it ain't Heinz Stadium no more. It's called Acrisure Stadium, in case you were aware of where the Cowboys are traveling to play this week. But I'll place this link in the comments. You can see it right there. The best tacos around Acrisure Stadium. So check those out here. You know, we talk about tacos here on Taco Tuesday. I'm really excited about this show as it's growing. And like we said, today is sponsored by River City Dallas Cowboys Fan Club. And like I said, if you want to learn how to win this cool Crown Royal bottle, I'll tell you the first thing you're going to have to do to be able to win this month is you will have to be a Green Bay supporter. So if you're interested in learning more on how you can win this and have it shipped straight to your door, see that custom bag, Crown Royal bag. This is the new one. Shout out to my girl, Dallas Diva, River City Dallas Cowboy Fan Club president. I don't drink, y'all, so you know this is just passing through my crib. You will have to become a supporter, so hit that white badge down there with a heart. Become a supporter of the content, or to put you in an exclusive content group over there with us. You'll see all my exclusive content, boots on ground while I was out there for the home opener. I'll be down there with my girl, Dallas Diva from River City Fan Club representing. I know she's going to be out there with Fan Zone. We're going to be connecting at ATL at the Camo Party on Friday. So shout out to Fan Zone, both the sisters out there, Lisa and Cynthia. But yeah, hit that white badge down there and check out all that exclusive content. I'll be live down there in ATL week 8. I know I keep getting my weeks confused around here, y'all. Week 6 is the bye week. Week 7 is San Fran. And then week 8 is ATL. So, yeah, that's how it works out. I'll be boots on ground at ATL, baby. So if you're enjoying the content, you don't want to become a supporter, you don't want to donate stars, that's cool. If you want to do a one-time donation, there's your pay options right there, baby. We want to elevate this show. You know what I mean? The bigger the platform, the bigger the network, the better the content it's going to get. You know what I mean? We want to have some guests up here on Taco Tuesday. This is going to be the main show. I want to be able to run through football season and out of football season, because I know not everybody just eat tacos during football season or outside of, you know, most folks that like tacos like myself, you eat them pretty much year round, if you know what I mean. But yeah, we want to help this grow. So you see the options flashing down there before. And if you're donating stars, like I said, it was a reminder. We got Emmett Smith up. I know that's my girl, Dallas Diva's favorite dude, Emmett. I mean, she started her fan club, y'all, on February 22nd of 2022, if I'm not mistaken. 2/22/2022. River City Dallas Cowboys fan club. See it? So you see it right there. They got the 804 on the lot. We got any folks from the 804 in the building? Yeah, 804 out there is built different, baby. You see it? Yeah. Built different out there in the 804. We see River City Dallas Cowboys fan club today. This show is sponsored by her as a supporter and also with the package. So this is going to be donated, or one lucky supporter will win this month. So if you want to learn more about that, to qualify, you're going to have to become a supporter. So hit that white badge down there if you're interested. It'll be shipped straight to your door, just like she sent to mine. You can add it to your collection. That is the official Dallas Cowboys crown. You see, you got the Cowboys on there and everything. She said when they went into the liquor store down there in Texas, her and Cynthia Bowen from Fan Zone grabbed about 5 boxes apiece, and they wiped out all the boxes in the liquor store. I said, y'all understood the assignment. Yeah, it is. It's clean. It's clean. Freddie says, traded Josh Allen for Sam Darnold. Ooh, you got a good pick, man. Now Sam Darnold starts tanking. Ooh, because, Josh, he's going to be up and down. But, yeah, I can see the value there. Yeah, I mean, Sam Darnold is throwing about 2 to 3 touchdowns a game, especially with a guy named Justin Jefferson on his team. Yeah, I'm just like we all planned it, right? The Minnesota Vikings are 4-0. They lead the league in sacks. The Kansas City Chiefs are 4-0. They lead the AFC, right? I mean, just like we drew it up, right? Just like we drew it up. But if you're in the Pacific Northwest, before we get out here today, we want to make sure we give us a quick plug. Come hang out with your boy at the press box. I'm going to have guests this weekend. Yeah, man. This is a prime time game. Look, y'all, this is the prime time primer. Y'all realize we got the San Francisco 49ers on prime time too this season, week 7. So we're in the Pacific Northwest at the press box. Come out there and join my guy Mike Rock and I 2023 Gym Rat of the Year. This is a primetime game. The bar is operation now. We had to cancel last week's event because they had a Pepsi install that ran a little late, and the bar was down as a result, so they had to cancel the event. But we're back in business this week. Come check us out at the press box. You can also learn about that in the Inside channel. So if you're new here and you want to learn how to connect with fans, especially like out there at River City Dallas Cowboy Fan Club. Let me just pull it up. I can show you better than I can tell you, right? I'll pull it up here so that way you can get familiar with it. So if you're new here, you definitely want to always check out the featured posts. What are featured posts? Well, they're ones that rotate and they stay up at the top and they change. As you see here, there's normally 6 posts that are here. Normally when I have a show that's scheduled like today, so everybody knows when that's going to be. So if you want to wonder when I'm going to be live, you can always come over here and look, at least on Taco Tuesday. We're going to have that up there. We got the press box there running. So if you see that ad running past your timeline in the Pacific Northwest, you're welcome. I targeted you. Yeah, I targeted you. But Inside channel, let's get over here to the Inside channel. We got about 450 members there. All I do is post flyers and links so that way you can hook up with other Cowboy fans. I told you we've been hooking up Cowboy fans off social media at live events since 2016 here. That's our chief value proposition. Yeah, it is. And here we go right there. There is River City Dallas Cowboy Fan Club right there. You see it. It's going down prime time this Sunday at Trio Restaurant. Shout out to the 804. Cowboys versus Steelers. All fans are welcome. They got a DJ that's going to be there. You see the address down there at the bottom. If you want to know how to connect with Cowboy fans this season, every week I'll be sharing how you can connect at certain events. And if you're going to want to see all that exclusive content, it makes perfect sense for you to become a supporter today. So if you watch this after the fact, make sure you use #replay. If you see this bottle of Crown and it interests you, the first thing you're going to have to do is become a supporter. It's going to go to one of our green badges this month. I know that so far. I don't know the rest. All I know is it's going to go to one of our lucky supporters. It came from one of our supporters. We're going to break bread with one of our supporters. Like I said, y'all know I prefer to smoke and not drink because you got to either drink or smoke. And I know some folks do both, but not me. That bottle will be yours. But wanted to round out Taco Tuesday today, man, because we really got no crunch on this line of scrimmage. We can't really holler about injuries. That don't work. Ask the Philadelphia Eagles. Ask the San Francisco 49ers. Ask any other team. Insert their name A, B, C, D. injury opponent is one of the major opponents you face each week. We went over the NFC East penalty report again. I'll post this on the timeline after that. I told you I always post it on Tuesdays. Not only are the Commanders at the head of the division, they're at the bottom of the penalty stacking report. Seems like it kind of goes hand in hand, right? You think with discipline, man, are they learning to do shit over there in Washington faster than they're doing out in Dallas? Is that what it is? I don't know, y'all. But it's another Taco Tuesday edition with your boy. I appreciate if y'all joined today, especially if you gave me a comment, a like, a share, or you raised the bar. If you watch this after the fact, like I said, use hashtag replay and throw up a taco emoji. Let me know you're paying attention. If you can't do anything, put a taco emoji in the comments on Taco Tuesday. Freddie says, if we beat Sunday night and Detroit the following week, we're 4-2 going into the bye. Yeah, it would be a perfect world scenario. But we got to take it 1 week at a time. We got a lot of beef up front this week to deal with, especially with the Steelers. So, yeah, ultimately, I would like that, especially for my picks, the way they're looking right now. And they got the Dallas Cowboys at 4 losses. I was supposed to be 3-1 in the month of September, but I'm 2-2. So I know them haters, you know what I mean? Them haters, they be scared to put out their picks and scared to really talk about the teams they think they're going to lose about. They just want to beat you up about the number. I told you Cowboys were going to be 9-8. I told you they was going to be 11-6. I told you it was going to be all this and that, right? Well, where's your picks at? And like I said, we talked about the picks too as well. So if you want to come on over there and test your picks against your boys, Acumen, come over there and see if you can get with his 13-3 per week over there. Yeah, we'll see about that business. But if you gave me some social currency here today, you couldn't give any social, or you couldn't get any monetary currency here today, like stars, become a subscriber, or do a one-time pay option. I appreciate everybody. If you weren't able to give that, you can give social currency. Thank you for the likes, the comments, and the shares as always. But this is what we got to rely on going into week 5, y'all. In the month of October, Dak is going to have to get his Michael Myers on in the month of October. He's going to have to continue that trend, especially. Now, with this defense, anything we get is a plus. We get a few sacks this week, it's a plus. We get a pick or two, it's a plus. You know, I know one thing, if you get Pittsburgh down, they're going to probably be a little bit easier to beat. I mean, that's kind of how Indianapolis did them, right? So if the Cowboys can come out and not get punched around in the mouth, you know, Mike Tyson and Jake Paul will be fighting at AT&T Stadium November 15th this year on Netflix, right? You know, Mike Tyson has that quote, you know, everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Well, if the Cowboys will not allow the Pittsburgh Steelers to punch us in the mouth, and if we can come out there and punch them in the mouth, maybe get on top of them with a couple of quick starts, it might be a different game. Then, yeah, the goalposts will then be officially moved to Detroit. So I'm with you on that one, Freddie. We got to get through Pittsburgh this week first. But ideally, you know, we beat Pittsburgh this week, they'll move the goalpost to Detroit. And I don't want to say we're not going to beat Pittsburgh this week, because if I got Dak Prescott, I like Dak Prescott against Justin Fields all day long. I mean, you can just tell me about T.J. Watt and his defense and all of that. I mean, the Steelers ain't really ranking up that high. They're in the top 5 and the top 10 in sacks. I think T.J. Watt got maybe 3. I like my chances with Dak Prescott, if you know what I mean. Thank you, Patrick. I appreciate that. But as always, I appreciate y'all tapping in. I know there's a lot of things y'all going to be watching. If you're over here watching me, I appreciate that. You've got to pay attention. Reading is fundamental. Shout out to all of our Gym Rats up for Gym Rat of the Year. I'll be announcing Gym Rat of the Year for September. I think we're going to move Supporter Saturday this weekend. I think I'm going to kick my feet up this weekend before the prime time game and relax. Take maybe an off day. I think we're going to move Supporter Saturday to the bye week on Sunday and call it Supporter Sunday. So if you like that, do me a favor, like this video, baby. Make sure you turn on your notifications, because we'll be live on the bye week with Supporter Sunday. We'll announce our Gym Rat of the Month for September. And you never know. You might learn how you can get this little bottle of Crown Royal right here, because, you know, the Cowboys, they make you drink and smoke. Yeah, they do. But y'all know, like my guy Dan Dondi says, every time when it's time to go to bed, it don't matter what time when it's time to go to bed, but it's time to turn out the lights. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me here on Taco Tuesday. It's your boy Pancho BG, but minus the poncho. But it was kind of organically done here today. So shout out to River City Dallas Cowboy Fan Club. This episode was brought to you by them. We'll see y'all in the gym on the next episode.
Turn out the lights. The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.